Hello, George, Vantage Good Forest. Had a class this morning, excuse my hoarse voice. Let me go ahead and rehash that class right now. Explain what we're doing here. We're plugging mushroom logs. We've got multiple varieties and all that, but most work the same. I did find out the hard way for the second time because I forgot. Chicken of the woods can be special. You need to prepare your logs differently. There's a whole process on those, soaking them and baking them. But for shiitake, lion's mane, oysters, stuff like that, we're just plugging these logs. This is one way of doing it. So we have 3 stations set up here. First, we'll talk about best time of the year to do it. It's going to be springtime like right now. Things are just coming alive right before leaves open. That way the phloem, the xylem and the phloem inside the tree, the way the nutrients flow, have filled up. They're getting ready to open those leaves up and deliver that energy. So all that energy is fresh in there. After you've knocked that tree down and gotten it ready, you want to let it set at least 2 weeks. There's going to be natural antifungal components inside that log, inside that tree, as it has when it's alive, to keep it alive from being attacked. So at least 2 weeks. It's better not to wait any more than 4. There's going to be natural fungi around. They're going to be landing on that, trying to colonize it, and they'll outcompete what you're trying to use. So that 2-week period is best. We're right about there with these, maybe a week long. So then we're taking that carbon source, inside that tree, that carbon source. It's used that sunlight all those years, released that oxygen and stored that carbon, and now we're going to feed that carbon to the fungi. They're going to colonize these logs, so we're going to put a bunch of plugs in there, depending on the size, in 3 to 9 months, small to large, however long it takes to feed on that energy source, and then it's going to fruit back for us. But we'll keep this short and talk about the process. It might get loud for a minute. I'm going to drill a log. I've got one prepared here. Something we did in class that I haven't done before, but I think was a good idea at Red, is I've already cut the ends off. These are sat for a few weeks. And during that time, there's a chance that something's come along and colonized these. So we went ahead and chopped them off, started fresh wood. So our 3 stations will be drilling here, and our drilling is going to be every 4 inches. So we're going to drill every 4 inches down the log, turn it 2 inches, and every 4 inches down the log. Turn it 2 inches, and every 4 inches down the log. So we're done, we'll have a 4-inch diamond pattern. 4 inches this way, 4 inches this way, and we'll see a diamond shape to it. Let's get loud briefly. I think the mic will take care of it. I'm going to do the whole log. So I'm going to show that diamond pattern we have now. So the log will have a diamond pattern down it. Next we'll take it over to the bench here. Boy, having a hoarse voice trying to talk. So now I'll use the inoculating tool. You can do this with dowels as well. It's just a different size drill bit. Check and make sure you can see me here. Let's move you closer. So this is the inoculating tool. There's a plunger in it. So we just jab this in there 3-4 times and fill each hole. Okay. So I've got these labeled. This is a cold shiitake. Not about the inoculation process, but we try to do multiple varieties. So we have succession throughout the year, from the warmest to the coldest time. So no matter what time of year it is, other than the very heart of winter or heart of summer, we've usually got something fruiting. The bag it came in, spawn, sawdust with grain in it, it's been inoculated. 4 stabs, put in the hole. Work your way down the whole log. Doesn't take long at all. It's just a process like routine. You guys don't need to see me do the whole log, but I'll do one line so you can see how long that took. Next we go over to the waxing station here. Okay, we've got the filled holes. We use a canning wax and a cheese wax. I think it's the same wax, paraffin wax, I believe. I just dipped the brush over. That's kind of hard. I gotta let it soften up. I really just dab it a couple times. Dab it a couple times. You can almost get 3 per brush fill the way I had this brush, but just do 2. Make sure I get it good and covered. I need a little more. If I see any open spots, I'm gonna even brush a little on there. Just any place that a natural fungus might get in there and outcompete. The reason we're excuse me. The reason that we're waxing over these is that there's a grain in there. And that grain is going to be attractive to birds and squirrels and everything else, and they'll come along and they'll pull these out of there. It also keeps them from drying out, but just keep the animals from eating them. So there. Oh, that's way too bright. What's that? So there we can see this log. I hope it wasn't like that for the whole shoot there. And over here we'll see some that are completely done. So we've gone through and we waxed all the holes in a diamond pattern down through here. But we've also waxed in the open ends and the ends here. Same thing, we're doing that. So while this is colonizing this log, any natural fungus that's falling around won't try to outcompete that mycelium that we put in there. So depending on the size of the log, a smaller log might only take 4 to 5 months. And one of these larger ones might take 6 months to 9 months even, but within the year they'll colonize. If you want to speed it up over the winter time, you can put them in your basement, keep them in a cool, damp area. I hope that was thorough. I didn't really check. I'm George, Fat Ninja Food Forest. Change is better than a holiday and long overdue. Peace.